Hi everyone and welcome, or welcome back if you've visited my channel before. If any of you have listened to my rants, you'll know that I've experienced stress, anxiety and depression since I was a student at university. Well, it actually goes back a lot further, to my childhood. I believe that my struggle with emotions dates back to my profound lack of self-esteem. In primary school, I was absolutely gutted when I was overlooked as a potential school prefect. I so wanted to wear that tiny badge, which would have shown my parents that they could be proud of me. I of course know that my parents were immensely proud of me, but as a child, you have to prove it. Then, as much as I love singing, and I still do karaoke today, I was never picked for the school choir. Mortified. I'd go home from school and my mum, who I loved very much and miss her terribly now, made me feel insecure. It wasn't deliberate. Mum had a very stressful life herself, juggling work, family, looking after my grandmother. You see, I understand now, but being stressed shouldn't create stress in others. So what am I trying to do here? Well, it's work out how I and others can confront and deal with stress, low self-esteem, anxiety and depression all rolled into one. Again, as a former student of classics, I would often come across philosophical insights, which now and again give me that feeling of self-worth. As Plato said, quote, "Thinking is the talking of the soul with itself," unquote. You see, I'm no medical professional, no therapist, but I do believe that all these negative, destructive feelings are linked. When I'm having a bad time, I say to my husband, "That devil's on the fence again," and I fight it. But no, I'm fighting the mind that torments me, and I have to fight back. But no, not with medication. I have to sit down and tell my subconscious self that I've had enough and need to move on. Breathing exercises. Yes, they can help me, but it may not help everyone. Breathe deeply or breathe in a shallow way, quickly or slowly. Therapists sometimes disagree on this, but it's whatever helps you. I just sit in the garden and listen to pleasant sounds. If you don't have a garden or yard, then just try and sit somewhere quiet and imagine. Imagine yourself somewhere else. No traffic, no shouting, just somewhere else. I find that my imagination is a great source of comfort because I can paint my own picture. The trees, the grass, the coast, the sound of birds, or the sound of the waves. This is my version of cognitive behavioural therapy, and I know it can work for me. You see, I realise now that I control this. You may disagree, and that's fine. But I think prescribed drugs can dull my imagination, not strengthen it. But please, this may not work for you, so take advice from a medical professional if need be. I believe God wants us to feel safe and comfortable, not imprisoned and restricted. Therapists may well advise similar activities: breathing, imagining, being creative, drawing, or, as has always been enriching for me, writing. As a retired teacher who often tried to comfort pupils who were moaning about arguments with their friends, I would think myself about the importance of friendship as a healing strategy. As Pythagoras said, quote, "Friends are companions on the road to a happier life," unquote. My husband is my best friend and my great source of comfort when I'm feeling down. So self-help therapy works for me, and I hope I've helped someone else today. It's only a suggestion, however, and you may need further help at the hands of a professional, as I say. Thank you for listening, and I would appreciate your comments if you have any activities which have helped you. Together, we can all suppress those feelings which bring us down. Please tell me